And then I turned around to my mom, and the man has followed us to the fucking club. I ended up freezing because I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And then this girl ends up grabbing me by my shoulders and shaking me and going, gunshot. And I'm like, what? There's a gunshot? Hey there guys, it's Journey and it's nighttime. We're cozy, we're in our jammies. We're gonna just chill tonight and we're gonna do a self-care night and talk like we're on FaceTime because I find that to be very comforting. And I'm gonna tell you guys about my shit LA experience. It was quite interesting to say the least. I'm gonna also talk through all of the self-care that I do, just so you guys are on the same page as me. So grab a snack or get your self-care items and let's do this together because I'm sure you also need a self-care day too. All right, so I'm gonna start with my eyebrows. I'm kind of scared to do this while on camera because like, what if I start fucking up? So Los Angeles. I had booked a modeling job in LA. I ended up getting tickets and I bought my mom a ticket also because she has never been to LA. And I'm like, you deserve to have that experience. You deserve everything as my wonderful mother. So I bought us both a ticket. We're super pumped. We're packing the night before and I get an email that says, your gig has been canceled. And at that point, I am flipping shit because now I have 2 tickets to Los Angeles, nothing to do there, and I just spent money to not make any money. But at that point, I realized, I'm like, look, you know what? You've never been to LA. Let's just make the most of it, right? Like, let's just go take mom and have a fucking good time. So we get all of our items and we get on the plane. Someone is just a farting away. We literally could not even stand it. They had definitely eaten something that was foul, something that was bad. They definitely needed to head to the bathroom, squirt it out and let it drip. But instead, they decided to continue to sit there and fart on the plane. Also, the clips that I add, I'm gonna be blonde. Just ignore that, okay? It's still me, and you love me. So we're just gonna move right past the fact that I was blonde at that time. PSA party people, don't do that, okay? Be courteous of those around you. Just go to the bathroom, squirt it out and let it drip. However, we make it through a very interesting and stinky flight. Eyebrows are now on fleek. We touch down in LA, and the first place that we're gonna go is the dispo. Guys, I don't like Chief anymore, okay? It's been a very long time, and now it makes me very anxious. I can't do that. However, I'm gonna state that it's legal, and at the time I was a stoner. Of course, I'm hitting the dispo. Hit the dispo. Hit the dispo. Got about a no. No, I'm just kidding. I got like 1 pre-roll. But that shit was gas. That's what I can tell you. Again, I can't do it anymore. I don't do it anymore. Clean tests over here. But at the time, your girl was like Snoop Dogg. So now that my eyebrows are on fleek, if we're not saying fleek anymore, we should. Let's bring that back. Like eyebrows on fleek. Please, let's bring that back. I'm gonna put a little bit of Olaplex in my hair. Just a little bit. Because I don't want to be super oily. I already have very oily hair. Like, it's something I've always kind of struggled with. I used to put, like, salt in my shampoo to see if that would, like, help. But, like, then it just made my hair crunchy. I don't know. Your girl's just got greasy hair. But I do put a little bit of Olaplex in the bottoms of my hair. So after we hit the dispo, we then decide that we're going to go to a bar. We go to a bar called Whiskey A Go-Go. Before we hit Whiskey A Go-Go, we go to the gas station. And a man approaches my mom and is like, I know you. My mom's like, you can't. I'm not from here. And he was like, well, where are you from? And she's like, no, sir. And she like said Florida and like would not give any other details to this strange man. It was a very odd interaction. Once we get to the Whiskey A Go-Go, I'm dancing, I'm grooving, I'm having fun. And then I turned around to my mom, and the man has followed us to the fucking club. I can't make this shit up. I'm not that creative. He is standing there talking to my mom. Mind you, I'm a few drinks in. I'm getting litski. and this man is talking to my mom from the gas station. It was the most odd interaction I have ever experienced in my entire life. We ended up shortly after leaving and going to some place, I think called like Just in Queso. It was some place that had tacos and it was really fucking good. Got mom in the mix. We went to Whiskey and Go-Go. Mom's got a beef fajita over here. We got some.
At Just in Queso.
Yeah, Just in Queso. So from there, we decided to hit the sack for the night. We were done. I needed to take my bitch ass to bed. I got my cat ears on because I'm going to do a face mask and I don't want to get it in my freshly washed and oiled hair. And I'm just using like a Canadian hemp seed face mask. I'm going to be green, guys. I'm going to be fucking green. So the next day we had decided, hey, let's go to the pier. There should be some fun things going on at the pier. Things are going well at the pier. And I see there is a few groups of like street dancers and I'm like, okay, coolio. I see them performing and then I'm like, hey mom, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get something from this shop because I was getting something for one of my friends. By the time I come back, my mother has befriended the street performers. And the one is like, yeah, I've choreographed for Madonna. I've done A, B, and C. And my mom was like, well, my daughter's a model. My daughter does acting. And I'm like, mom, I'm gonna need you to stop right now. Like, I'm so genuinely gonna need you to chill out. I was so embarrassed. But she was just really trying to like widen my horizons of people that I know. And I just was not having it. My social anxiety was at an all-time high. And I was like, no ma'am, we're done here. Trying to like drag her away from these street performers who are just eating her up, might I say. It's not as green as I was expecting to be. I'm only like partially green. I then see that my mom's got multiple churros in her hands. I didn't see the churros as I'm sitting there trying to drag her away. And she's giving out the churros to these street performers. I'm like, homegirl, only you would befriend someone that's choreographed for Madonna, buy them a bunch of churros, and make a group of 6 dancing men absolutely fall in love with you in a span of 5 minutes. I left you alone for 5 minutes. Literally tipped them $150 and my mom just gave Madonna's choreographer a churro.
Slightly warm. Now we're gonna buy some more churro.
I did end up exchanging like socials with one of the performers. I still watch him dance. He's like super talented. He does like break dancing and stuff. And I'm like, cool beans, cool beans. While my hemp face mask is like drying, I am going to use some hemp's lotion. I really like hemp products, if you guys can't tell. Because I did shave and shower and now I'm fresh and smooth. Fresh and smooth. I'm fresh and smooth like a baby's bottom. I'm fresh and smooth. We end up going to the beach and doing all the normal like touristy stuff because again, we're tourists. And we actually had a pretty chill rest of the day after my mom befriended these men. We ended up going to get dinner again and you know, it just seemed to be a pretty cool trip. We end up getting some dinner after the beach. Decided to call it for the night. And here's where shit gets out of hand. Oh, the next day, the final day, because we were only there for 3 days because I was just supposed to go for a job, is when shit got out of hand. So it's the next day and we're like, let's go shopping. And we go into this place that we thought was just a regular Target. And we're like, why is there a downstairs to this Target? And we realize it's like a 5-story mall. Okay, 5 stories kind of pushing it. Like a 3-story mall. We're like, what the hell is this? So we start adventuring and we go into a few shops and it's like, cool, great, love this for us. I ended up going to Louis and like completed a set that I had gotten. I ended up buying a few fits that I really liked. And here's where shit hits the fan. So my mom wanted to go into one more shop and I'm like getting tired of shopping. I'm like, all right, homegirl, I want a corn dog because I smelled these like corn dogs, these wieners that just were so appetizing and I really wanted a wiener at that time. So I'm like, look, mom, I'm gonna have you go into whatever last shop you're wanting to go into. I'm gonna go get my wiener. We're gonna meet up at the end and all will be fine and dandy in the club. Upon purchasing the wiener, I hear this loud boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, what the fuck was that? And then I just start seeing a flood of people running towards me. In the midst of grabbing the corn dog, I'm like, what the fuck? And I ended up freezing because I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And then this girl ends up grabbing me by my shoulders and shaking me and going, gunshot. And I'm like, what? There's a gunshot? I dropped my corn dog, which I was fucking devastated about. I needed that wiener for my personal development. I needed that wiener so bad, and I dropped it. And I start running out of this mall. And I'm looking for my mom frantically. I'm like, oh my God, what if my mom just got like shot? So I'm calling her and calling her, and it's going straight to voicemail. I'm like, homegirl, you had one job, that was to answer the phone. So I then try to run into the store that my mom was in, and there's security standing there that's like, you can't go in here. Everybody needs to evacuate the mall immediately. And I was like, but my mom's in there. And they were like, don't care. Get the fuck out. They didn't say that verbatim, but that's pretty much how it felt that they said that. So I'm then running out of the mall, looking for my mom, until I finally run into her. And I'm like, Mom, like, are you good? Like, there's a gunshot. Like, I was like, did you hear the gunshot? And she was like, yeah, I don't know what's going on, homegirl. So as the entire mall is being evacuated, we all have to like follow this like single file line. I do have a clip, you guys will see. It's kind of funny to laugh at now. I was devastated at the time, primarily because I dropped my wiener.
So it's our last day, and yes, I am crying because we were all I was in the mall trying to get me a damn corn dog, and then everyone started running out, and like there was a big ass boom. I don't know if it was a gunshot. Everyone's saying it was a gunshot at this place.
I did not look cute. I was not a happy girl. It was real interesting. I'm gonna go wash. Oh my God, look at that. It's giving me like old lady skin. I'm gonna go wash this clay off my face. And the wash that I'm gonna use, it's my everyday face wash. I have no idea how to say this brand, but the La Roche Posay, I don't know. I really like it. This is also the acne treatment that I utilize, so I'll be using some of that. But I'll do that when I come back. Let's go wash this off really quick. I have washed it off. Oh wait, for thumbnail? Cute. Cute, cute, cute. So the clay mask is now washed off. I'm gonna put on a little bit of moisturizer. I use the Peach Slices Snail Rescue. I really like it. It kind of gives you almost like a greasy look though. So I'm gonna use a little bit of that for my face. Look at that much. It's kind of a lot, but then I've got some tanning drops. So these are by Tan Luxe. They're called, this one is the face. They also have the body. You literally just put like a drop of this or two into your moisturizer, and it's supposed to give you a little bit of a tanning situation. I've noticed when I use it, I definitely get a little bit more tan. So I'm just gonna put that on my face. I don't love the way that the tanning drops smell, if I'm gonna be quite honest with you, but it's fine. So this is the toner that I use after my moisturizer has dried. It's by The Ordinary. Oh my God, I'm bad at this. The Ordinary. And I just kind of mix that in with my moisturizer that is setting. So once I put on my toner, my face is pretty much done. However, I do use this. Again, this is the same brand that I use for face cleanser. And I'll put it on any little acne spots that I've got going on. I do have like one right now, which is like right below my chin right there. And I'm gonna put that on. So my face looks pretty red right now. That's pretty common after I just wash my face and do all my products, but it does go away. You know what would be so self-care of me? To put on deodorant. So after the mall was potentially shut up, I was like, I wanna go home. I don't like LA anymore. This has been a strange experience. You've befriended men with churros that are allegedly Madonna's choreographer. There's been weirdos that have followed us to the club from the gas station. And now I dropped my wiener and was potentially in harm's way. We're going home. So that night we pack all our stuff. I pack all the new items that I just bought, my Louis set that I had bought at that mall to get to wear for like 2 hours, because after that happened, we were not going back out. We were done. I think we ended up like ordering food or something. I think that's how serious it was. Like we were so tapped out. So we got on a plane and we went the fuck home, wienerless. The last thing I'm gonna do for my self-care is I am gonna do a crest whitening strip, but I don't wanna have I didn't throw the crest whitening strip. I'm gonna do a crest whitening strip. However, I'm gonna do that off camera just because I don't want to be sitting here having a lisp while I'm talking to you guys. I'm also gonna brush my hair and put it in a braid once it dries a little bit more. However, that's the end of my self-care. So if you guys enjoyed watching this chaotic LA story and you also enjoyed watching my little bit of self-care, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I make new videos every Tuesday and every Friday, primarily for you to laugh at my downfalls. All right, guys, I hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys had fun hanging out with me. I had fun hanging out with you. I will see you guys next time. Bye.